Coming up next, it's a UFC welterweight division matchup. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away. Because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter. Making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Nightmare. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 10 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Khamzat Chimaev. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
You ready?
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action.
He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. And they separate. Nice 1-2 there. Big knee to the body.
Elbow deep, takes him for a ride. What a high-impact takedown that was.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, stacked guard here now. The feet are on the hips, DC, so for the top fighter, this is not at all ideal.
No, this is not ideal, because now he has to try and stop his opponent from kicking him away. How do you do that? You attack the feet. You start grabbing the feet with the hands, lead with your hips, grab the feet with the hands, pass the feet to the side, and start to lead with your knee to try to get to side control. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Try to establish that jab. Oh, disguise that. Nice trip to get the takedown from the clinch. Oh, lands a left punch there, and a lot of it set up by good footwork.
Really great footwork and setting traps so that he can land that beautiful left hand.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Both fighters back to their feet now. Oh, big knee.
Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landed. Both very powerful, very explosive.
Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good to him.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed.
Combination lands, and with authority, goes to the judo throw right into side control.
He's in side control. He's got a ton of options.
Midway through round one. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to take him down, cut him, take him down, cut him. Over and over, he's securing these takedowns.
Goes upstairs for an elbow. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Oh! Oh, straight right.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Well, he has really come out aggressively to start this judo throw. Let's see if he can capitalize and lock up a sub.
You got to try to find whether or not you're going to land ground and pound here or if you're going to go to submission.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. Rotates the lock and throws him way through the air. What a massive takedown.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
Had him hurt, almost finished. Look at him on the stool. He's still wobbling. This round, I want you to put the pressure on. Get right in his face.
Well, if you like wrestling and you like takedowns, I guess that's the round for you. He really had his way with his opponent there.
Yeah, he was able to secure many takedowns, switching up the techniques, constantly changing the angle, never allowing his opponent to get a beat on what type of finish he was trying to go to.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch, and I think a lot of people watching wonder how you can control. Hey, finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know how many times, John, I could have watched this guy shoot takedown attempts without securing one. It's almost like out of pity. You feel good for him to finally get it done. Now what does he do with this top control?
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted, he's been beaten.
And they both stand up. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab, he may float a right hand.
Now the transition to the judo throw right into side control where he will have no shortage of options. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, and he's back up again. Those get-ups have been there for him all night. Quick entry to get in on a single.
That was a great single. Oh, takes it for a ride. What a fantastic takedown.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, and he gives up his back here, DC. I know you've never had your back taken in the UFC. You've never been submitted, but this is not a good spot for the defense.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat. It's in there deep. There you go.
Wow.
Full side control now.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Ooh, blocks the shot. All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots.
He's gonna try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Fighters back to their feet here. As effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got it hurt very bad.
Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Pretty good strike there, but not a ton of... Oh, picks him up.
He's got him up. Great single leg. Put him down. You are a child, boy. You belong to me.
Imagine being able to pick up another man and say, you go here, bro. You go here.
I can't.
I know.
I've done it before. John, I've done it before.
Not there. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can get an immediate transition to the judo throw right into side control.
He's in side control. He's got a ton of options.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, you know I don't...
Knee on belly. Postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped. Oh, nice. Oh, now he's in trouble. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round. Can't take many of those, you better check.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side. Oh, and he's back up again. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's got his best shot off, finish the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Gets up again here, but hurting. Continuing to work the body to great effect.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Yeah, he's mixed it all up.
Well, just exhausting watching some of these takedown attempts. He's unable to get it there.
And he's attempting them over and over again. How long before he...
Oh, he's gonna slam him.
Oh, man, he got that single leg. He got that single leg. He lifted him in the air and put him down.
That is some serious power to pick up another man and promptly put him in his place. Big opportunity now for him here on the ground. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Nice hammer fist.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, and now he slams him to the ground.
A beautiful single leg takedown, lifted him in the air, and put him down.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
Nicely done. Oh, he could be a one-eyed fighter here pretty soon. That left eye's starting to shut. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Under 2 minutes in our third and final round. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
All right, stacked guard here, DC. The feet are on the hips. What does that mean?
I mean that he's out. He's out. The moment you get the feet on the hips, all he's got to do now is just straight legs. He's got to kick and push, because how is the opponent going to stop him from just elevating him? This is a grown man. You let him get both feet on your hips, you push away, you kick, jiu-jitsu stand-up.
Oh, you go here.
Nice transition from the underhook into the single leg to get a massive takedown.
Those slams really go a long way with the judges. Huge authority behind that takedown there. Watch a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, now going to the judo throw, and he ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he can either ground and pound or he can chase submission. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finisher position. Now watch him go parallel, right? That's oh, he might have got him with the choke.
All right, so as many expected, this fight goes the distance, but a lot of action in there, particularly when it comes to his offensive wrestling.
I mean, he wrestled at a really high level tonight. He knew that his opponent was going to get back to his feet if he got taken down. But he was so committed to the takedown, to the pressure, to the grind, they say, that he was able to really wear him down and get the victory.
Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges scored this contest 30-27. The winner by unanimous decision, the Nightmare.
All right, so there he is. The celebration is on. He tried to leave the judges out of it tonight, was unable to do that, but a pretty dominant effort nonetheless. He's your winner by unanimous decision.
And you got to feel good about that. You got to feel good about dominating every aspect of a fight